Is the Losi Rock Ray worth $450? Stay tuned for my full review and find out. Rich here from the rcnetwork.com, and today we have the Losi Rock Ray. This, of course, is their newest 1/10 scale 4-wheel drive rock buggy. This thing is definitely a rock racer, and I've definitely tested out. Now it's time for the full review, so let's get to it. Out of the box, the Losi Rock Ray comes pretty much all equipped to get you started on day one. You just need to supply your own 2S or 3S LiPo battery with an EC3 plug. With that, I chose the Reaction 5000 milliamp 50C 3S pack. Comes already equipped with an EC3 plug, plugs right in with no problem, and it has plenty of power. Also in the box comes the Spectrum DX2E 2.4 gigahertz remote. Has all the features you'd want in an RTR radio, including built-in AVC, which is basically a gyro-based system to keep you steering straight at all times. The AVC system can be dialed down to your liking or completely shut off, whatever you prefer. Most notable items about the Losi Rock Ray is its looks. It just looks cool. Losi has really combined a performance aspect to a scale rig. Now with this scale rig, you get lots of cool scale features, including a functioning light bar, a radiator system, scale drivers, and all of the bells and whistles that you'd want to see in a scale rig. But they didn't stop there. They gave you a serious power plant to get you up and going. This thing has a killer system, the Fuse 2800 kV motor and the 130 amp Dynamite ESC. This thing is a powerhouse, especially on 3S LiPo. The handling and suspension of the Rock Ray is just amazing. Now it goes to show that an independent front suspension and a solid rear axle can actually function and drive beautifully. This thing has just loads of suspension, and the stock setup was absolutely perfect for where I took this to my local bash spot. It jumped, it handled, it cornered, everything it did well, and I was very amazed at how well this Rock Ray did. The overall durability of the Rock Ray was pretty amazing. The aluminum skid chassis just took a beating, and it's nice to have an actual metal piece on the underside of the vehicle. Kind of a first in its class, and I really appreciate it. The solid arms, kind of a monocoque design, really improved the handling, but also gave you that extra edge on durability on those arms. It was just pretty much amazing seeing the arms work throughout the suspension travel, and it did a great job. The overall size of the Losi Rock Ray is pretty amazing. This thing is quite a bit larger than its competition in the marketplace. This thing is a little bit larger, it handles great, and out of the box, it's a powerhouse. Alright, so what did I not like about the Losi Rock Ray? Well, first off, I did have a part failure. On my first few minutes of driving the Losi Rock Ray, my plastic stock steering horn actually ended up stripping out under the power of the servo. Now the servo is pretty well equipped, it has some pretty good torque, but with that torque it just tore through the soft plastic and rendered the Losi Rock Ray unusable until I repaired it. Not having a 32 tooth servo horn on hand, I opted to go ahead and replace the stock servo. Nothing wrong with this servo, but had to switch it out for a 25 tooth that I had on hand, and ended up replacing it with a TLR 22 servo horn. Yes, the upgraded aluminum version fit quite nicely on the Losi Rock Ray. So if you happen to see the Losi Rock Ray version out of stock, the 22 version will fit. Next is the AVC system. I'm not personally a fan of having something else control my vehicle. So with that, I ended up dialing my AVC all the way down, and subsequently actually pulled it out of the vehicle now and went ahead and bound it up to a Futaba receiver and radio system. The AVC is great, don't get me wrong. I do like that it is capable of keeping you in that straight line, but in a racing environment, I definitely want to have full control of my vehicle on every turn. Next thing I didn't like was the body panels. With scale features like the Losi Rockray has, it does have a pretty complicated system to get the body panels off so that you can actually work on the vehicle. With that, you do have 16 screws, 4 on each side, 4 on the hood, and 4 on the roof. But with that, you also have retaining washers on both sides of the Lexan. So you have 16 screws in all and 32 washers to keep track of every time you take the body off. The last thing that I didn't like about the Losi Rockray was just the sheer size of the tires and also the foams that were included with this rig. I think that with a 3S powered rig, you definitely need to have a little bit stiffer foam and possibly a shorter tire. Now, this is one of the tallest tires in the 2.2 class over pretty much everything on the market. So it is quite tall, has a soft foam, and it tends to roll over quite easily in the turns. So with that, maybe a little bit stiffer foam, shorter tire, and this thing is just going to be a dream. So you want to go race your new Losi Rockray in one of the new U4RC events? You can. This thing is pretty legal right out of the box. You do have to add a locked center differential, and that's an easy thing to do with just one of the new Viterra lockers. This is actually for the twin hammers. The front diff version works for the center diff on the Losi Rockray. Add this item in and you are fully legal to run this in the U4RC class, the 2.2 Indy class to be specific. So to sum it up, is the Losi Rockray worth $450? Hell yes. This thing is pretty cool out of the box. It has the looks, it has the size, the handling and suspension is on par, the scale features, the power system, the aluminum chassis. There's tons of features and benefits in this Losi Rockray. The couple of little minor details like the servo horn, if you like AVC or if you don't like AVC, that's adjustable. The body panels, there's other things that can be done about the body panels. I think this is a solid rig out of the box. I definitely recommend it, and get out there and start RCing. Well guys, that is it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this review of the Losi Rockray. It's been a pleasure to bring it to you. I like it. There's going to be a full upgrade series coming up, so stay tuned for that. I got some things planned for this Losi Rockray. We're going to make it look completely different, make it a little bit more powerful, and in the end, have fun RCing. Well guys, that is it for now. Comments, questions on down below, and as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now guys. Over and out.